How you doing, folks? It's Mark at Edinburgh Model Man Cave, and I'm one sick model at the moment. Last couple of days I've been sick as a dog. I think I've come down with a heavy flu. I've done COVID tests just to make sure because the symptoms are similar, but I've been negative. So it's better. My mojo for modelling has been very low at the moment because I just not had the energy. So I'm going to give you an update on what I've been doing and show you what I've been buying and the diorama and exactly how the plan that I've got in my head is working out and my figure painting. I'll start off with my buys. I got myself, put that aside, got myself this from the Rainforest Company, Mr. Shep Payne, world-renowned modeler. I think this was about £14. What an absolute Bible this is on stuff, things that even I know. It does simple, it tells you the basics, what you need tools wise and wheel alignment and everything like that, airbrushing. But before you get on, there's always something to learn. Same with that, like that, for dioramas. But it's definitely worth a buy if you're into this seat sculpturing, build instructions, and some things that I've never known. Sorry about the rough voice, but I'm coughing like mad with the cold. This is what I was more interested in, the figure painting. And doing that eyes and everything like that. Same with that, which I'll show you. Which I've tried. It's definitely a skill that I want to keep learning and keep pushing. So that's why I've got another kit with figures, which I'll show you. But for £14, you can't, mate. Can't fault it. Nothing. Lovely. As I say, it tells you all that, how to do things. So that was what I got. Great read. I've also got the Spencer Pollard Legacy book, Volume 1, which is up in the house at the moment, which we're reading through. That goes through all the old tamiya kits and what he's done, and he's done the Linden style of modelling with dioramas. That's an actual great read as well. So that was part one of my buys. Sorry. My second one was this big boy, the Hubble, the tamiya. Absolutely looking lovely kit. Here's the hull. Lovely, clean, link and left tracks, what I love. You can get a metal barrel at tamiya do, but it's about £14. And I went myself, is it really worth it? It's just really for myself. So I'm going to just stick to the out-the-box build. The figures, there's 3 of them that look like that. Get over it, there we go, looks like that. Which are loading up the machine. Which will be interesting to do chipping and weather like that. I'm going to get Warner Effects for AK and see if that's a bit better on this. Maybe that's what I was using the heavy chipping. And I think it was too much, that's why the Marder didn't look that great. But again, not bad quality. That's my buy for this one. I'll get this out. Obviously, I'm going to do that one. I think that's just 2, what's that called? Plain Jane. So I'm going to do that one. I think this will be in my next build after I do the diorama. Still got the Hano Mags still sitting there waiting. To be honest, I'm not getting enthusiasm to do that, but I will get it done. I know my next build was going to be this and paint the figures with that, but I'm trying to find a suitable diorama that I could place at. I was thinking maybe a wall that they're behind the Jeep could be behind them and they could be hitting through the wall, a gap in the wall. I've seen that, so that could be next after that, after the Hummel. I've still got the Typhoon still in its box. I've not done much to that. That's only to keep my phone on it, but I'll show you what I've been doing. I got this set to add to the diorama, so I'll show you the painting the figures. I've actually done one, which was a second try. Again, I felt the face was a bit better on this one. Again, if you close up, you zoom in with a photo. What I was doing is taking a photograph of this, zooming up and finding out where the bad bits of the face is. If you zoom right up, it just looks like blotches, but at this distance, which I'm about, 8 inches, it's, to me, I'm impressed with it. I've just got to do a wee bit of highlighting on his jacket and put the silver tags. I've done them there, but I noticed the tags there, there's dots there. I have to do his, try and make that a brown leather, his pouch for his gun. I'm pretty happy with the shadow, detail, everything like that. If I get here we go. Here, the highlights here, the leg. I was using the glazes on this with a dark glaze to get all the recesses, and I found that was very much done the trick and popped it up. I also watched LPG Models. He done a diorama with German soldiers, and he added a wee bit yellow, German yellow to it, make like a different colour. And it actually, to be honest, I like it because it separates for this guy. This is the one I done first time. I've actually done a wee bit more glazing on this with dark glaze on his eyes and everything like that, but that was my first attempt at actually doing a proper figure the real way you're supposed to do it. And done, a bit dusty, crap. What I've done is I got medium grey and I dry brushed it and I popped all the seams out, which I've seen somebody do in the dark glaze in it. But the hands as well with the red, and the face with the red. Again, if you go right up, it's no Picasso. Actually, it does look like Picasso. It's not like perfect, but for my standard, you're always learning. For this distance, watch where the diorama is, it'll be perfect. It's suitable. A lot of folk have said they've seen worse. Sorry. And now the figures that I built up with them, I don't know, I know it's mini art, but the seam lines was terrible compared to the Tamiya ones. The seam line ran right across there, and to be honest, it was all inside the folds. I think this is an old mini art kit or mould that I've picked up. What I should have done is got a more modern moulds, but I wet sand and a bit clean up. I tried more with the face, didn't worry about that, because what I've done is I practiced on the face and I said I'll paint the body first, and I'll practice on the face first with hair, and if I don't like it I can always reprime it. He came out a bit better. I was trying to do eyebrows on it, again overspray with the spray, but I've just got to spray them a bit more with the Field Grey? Yeah, Field Grey. This one was the first one I done. You can see the face is slightly better here. Trying to do the highlights on the nose. Did well with that because I'm going to repaint that. I wasn't happy with his arms because it was too much red. It looked like he was in the suntan and he was all burnt here and there. Again, you can just see the wee seam line there. As you see, the seam line came like right around his ears. It was, I think this was about £8, so what can you say? But see when it's in a diorama like that, you'll not notice it. It's happy for that, and don't worry about him. His head's in there. It's just that I thought it'd be easier to paint him with the head off because he's supposed to have his hand rest on his head. So I've got all these to paint. What I was doing the light and the dark. Then I'll do very light coats of the field of grey or field grey, and I'll blend up. But I've got all everything to build up. As I say, all the black around the boots, everything like that. The other one I done was a bit of a Frankenstein. He was off, his face was off another model I'd done. So what I'd done is I angled it so he's looking straight ahead. It's the same body as that, unfortunately, because they give you three heads, or two bodies with two different heads and another head, but still the same kind of poses. So what I'm going to do is I'll straighten him so he's looking more like. I'll put him in the new kit that I got, my other kit, looking that way. This was off the Ming Tiger, King Tiger, which is, you can see the difference between tamiya and the Mings. But he's just a lookout. Just an extra man I had. Again, different head. I found one, glued it on, fudged it about a bit so he looks at in the binoculars because I don't know what it is, but you can see the difference, clearly see the difference in mold quality. Even name will look better. Just basic, nothing on the nothing on his uniform or nothing, but it adds to the diorama. So that's where I got there. So I need to get them all finished and done. As I say, they two are done. I'm not going to do more than them. I think you can go OTT, so I want to get all them done. The second Marder is all done. I've just got the panels to put here to done and the tracks to fit. But that's all primed, ready to go. Because I learned my lesson by keeping this separate so I can put the tracks on and paint the tracks separate. This is the one, sorry, this is the one that I mucked up. I went on night shift and had a look at his way of doing shell holes. So I'll screw you in, get you in. So he said, drill it out, put a bit of putty. So I've done that and that. This was all done by Mr. Cement S. Just to create like explosions happen, it's all melted, taking some of the detail away. Same with this. The holes went right through. Some holes, bullet holes or shell holes. This is what happened. I loosened that off, so I'll have this like at an angle. I've also done a wee bit wear here. This will all be painted, maybe rust up a bit and all that. And I've also done with the bullet, or the shells went right in. Unfortunately, this is not hollow, it's only that part that was solid. So I've just tried to create, but once you have it on, I'll get it on. Am I doing it the right way again? Yes. Once that goes up there, that fits in there, it actually goes, I've put it at an angle, and I'll have this like that. So I'm going to glue it, sorry for my nose, guys, get zoomed in here. Once I glue that to there, and do all that, it'll look like it's all damaged. I've enhanced the battle scars a bit, done a wee bit of post shading with nail black, but I've still got to put the lines on it, the camo, and I'll fade it out a bit. But I'll show you what this is like on the diorama, or I'll show you the diorama and explain what I've done. Here's the diorama so far. It's just a picture frame. There you go. I've put foam on it. Then I got some filler. Gave it a filler. Made some ruts in the filler. As you can see, I use this stuff on top of the filler. That goes a long way, and you can use that as mud. That was worth the £15 that I paid for. Great material to use. I will be using that on this and the tracks, and I can darken it up with some paint and everything like that. The static grass that I got, I can't find it at the moment. I bought on eBay. Sorry. Here we go. I got this, the usual stuff. This is what I made the little air fix one. And I literally just, I'll show you. Somebody said that you use static the applicator? And I said, no, I didn't. So what I've done is, get this, I'll move this out of the way because I want this off cover. What I've done is, got it like in a long strand, like that. You just see it in name here. Glue, and just done that technique, which was basically like, and that's how I got it to stand up. Took a while, bit of patience, but with this stuff, look, I've done 2 dioramas and I've still got that, so I could use that on the Hummel. But I might do just a wee vignette, which is a wooden base that resting on the wooden base with the guys with no grass or nothing like that. I'll also use some of this, which is forest stuff. What I use is I've got a sieve, little bit stand from Model Railway. Got that. Put it through a sieve so I get all the big stuff out. So it's just the wee stuff. Put it down, painted it. Bingo. It was done. But I felt that was, when I was painting it, unfortunately, the filler that I put on it melted through a wee bit, so there was a wee hole, so I put a couple of stones from a garden here. There was stuff under there. This stuff is actually I got for eBay, and it's just wee clumps, ready-made stuff that you put PVA down so it sticks up, as you can see. Apart from that, I think it looks very realistic. The other thing I tried to do was use PVA glue on this. You'll see it'll shine it to make like a damp appearance around the rocks and all that. Has it done what I think? A wee bit. I don't think the PVA glue, I think the PVA glue I got dries too dry, as the saying goes. So what I'll do is I'll probably darken it doing with a bit of spray paint. But the theory is, I'll have this. This is why this has got a big trench in it. Is that goes like that, and this one will go about there. Sorry for the nose, folk. So I'll have like one guy here. Flips over. As usual, I'll have my tank crew buddies. He can go there. I'm not going to push it in because it leaves holes with the toothpick, which is a great idea. Drill a hole, put a toothpick in it. He can go there. I'll lean him up here. So he's going to be there. This guy will probably be over here. Somewhere like that. Or here. I think I had him here. There we go, just put him in there. So that guy goes there. I'm thinking Mr. Can go there. He's like depressed. This guy, I'm just going to place him there. I'll try and glue him somehow on the frame so he's looking forward. And you've got the other boy who's got his hands and his, yeah, because I made his hands in his head like that. So that's what the diorama is going to be. After I get them all painted, get that painted, that's going to be slightly worn, but not as worn as that. I'm going to put some more damage, some dark, some smoke on it. I'm actually thinking of even cutting the track there and trying to bend that back down. I'll see how it goes. Because I know all the tanks did have broken track. So I'm thinking, oh, it's been shot, one's got in, that's it, blew up the engine. I was actually thinking of going to get some tank crew that you can get that have been killed and have them, but I said, nah, that's going to OTT. I just thought, the idea is, new tanks came, the soldiers are lying there at rest, they're basically stressed out, and he's looking forward, and that's my idea. So that's what up to date so far. I'm trying to get it done as quickly as possible, but again, this flu, sorry, which is not exactly the best, is preventing me, but I'm getting there. slowly but surely. And after this, I'm going to start the Hummel. As I say, the Hummel, I'm going to do a wooden base on it. Maybe stain it or something like that and have that. If I move that to the side. As I say, with this bad boy, I'm thinking actually just doing a static model on a base and just have them at the back, and that's it. Just simple. But I need to get the AK worn and do a job on this, because this looks absolutely stunning kit. So that's where I am, folks, with my modelling. As I say, I've not done much because of this cold, which has been driving me nuts, to be honest. So I'll update as soon as I can. I'm hoping to get that diorama done, because the base is done. I'm not getting anything more for it. I might try and add a wee bit more PVA to the ruts to make it more like a wet look. I'll see how it goes. I thought I'd done too much on it. I'll bring it back. But I think it's dried up too much. So I think I watered it down to make it more fluid, and I think that's the problem. I think I'll just have to use straight, I'm sure that will straight PVA. It does give the wet look, don't get me wrong. I'm pretty impressed with my figure painting, to be honest. It is definitely an art, because I've painted these faces about 3 or 4 times. And just to try and get it is a technique, whereas, as I say, I've got a wee bit more painting to do on this. Maybe there and there, but apart from that, that's it. So the bases came on far better than what I thought. And it wasn't even that dear. So if you're ever wanting to do a diorama, go for it. I was sceptical about them. I was like, oh God, it's a different kettle of fish, it's different modelling, but go for it. Even a simple one like that. Is it realistic? Probably not, to be fair. Is this going to be realistic after this painting? No. It tells a little story. Again, I made a disaster out of that. And this is the resurrection of it. Or the unification, or what's it called? Redemption, that's it. There's a Star Trek Next Generation tip there for you. Unification and redemption. Yeah, so I'm going to look at more detail on YouTube about gunshot and built shell lots and how it's burnt out. I don't think they actually burnt out. Maybe it was about smoke and that was it. I hit that. So again, I'll use the diorama stuff and I'll plaster it on this, on the tracks, and I'll darken that up. I've still got the lines to do on that. I've still got to build this and do the tracks. That'll go there. It's all coming together. It's just me and not having the time, or just not in the mood to do it because of the illness. But am I enjoying it? Yes. It's definitely came out better than what I thought. It'll be great when it's done, when all the guys are all painted. I'm definitely going to end up getting more kits with figures because I'm more confident now. I want to really build up to do a bust, but that's away in the future because I've got other kits to do. Because I really want to try and get that army jeep and the guys with the machine gun done. It's just finding the space to put all these now. So that's my update for September now, and I felt that Telford's a go. So if you're going to Telford, enjoy it. I've never been myself, so if you're going, stay safe. I know you have to wear a mask, but remember, it's a model show. We're desperate and needing model shows back. I'm desperately missing the Perth show, the Scots Nationals and Scale Scotland. I want to just thank everybody on Facebook groups that I've talked to, and also everybody who has subscribed to me. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I never thought I would get this far. I enjoy it. I enjoy talking to people on Facebook. I help them out, good chat, blah blah blah. So I thank every single one of you. So as my saying goes, don't be dafty, get crafty, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Oh, And please, like and subscribe. I want to get that 200. Thanks, guys. Next time. See you later.